YouTube Ozick going the Goat House is back. And in this video, I got my score predictions for both conference championship games, AFC and NFC championship games. Score predictions, going to break them down. I have several other videos breaking down these games, so go check those out. Two channels here at the Goat House. We got a new channel, the Goat House Plus. Link in the description and the comments of every single video. Please subscribe. That would help us out a bunch, and you won't miss a thing. 40K, that's our subscriber goal. Full NFL content, all kinds of predictions, rankings, and then got off-season coverage, of course, with the NFL draft and free agency. There's our Twitter. There's a link down in the description in the comments as well for that. And constantly talking football on there. It's a must follow. Talk live during these games, of course, as well. Check it out. And then our Patreon, which actually has some score predictions that are not mine. These are my score predictions that we're going through on this video. And then you get the other Goat House member score predictions there. You get kind of a sneak peek. Pigskin does go with the Titans by 1 point, but he is a Titans fan. I'll throw that out there. But I do think it's realistic. And then Danny went with the Packers 27-23, so you can sign up. And you get much more as well. Discord chat's pretty cool. Much more content, much more being added. So you can find more of those score predictions at that link right there. There'll be a link down in the description in the comments for that, of course. And the score predictions, 2 games, used to doing every single game all year long in these, so it's going to be a shorter video, 2 games to break down. And we'll start with the AFC Championship game. I went with the Tennessee Titans, 34-28. I cannot believe the Titans are plus 7.5 in this game. I have it going to overtime, so I don't think I've done that this year. There's some times where, during the year where I kind of felt like a game could go overtime, but this one I'm going with it. I'm going bold here. I'm going specific. Again, there's other videos breaking down the keys to the game, the preview, my thoughts on the game, but kind of why I picked the Titans is because, well, people are forgetting about their offense, how good their offense is, and there's people out there that automatically assume they're going to have to throw the ball way more than they have been because what the Chiefs do, they throw the ball more than anybody, and that's not necessarily true. I mean, you can run the ball, you can run the clock, they put points up on the board by running the ball, and if they do have to throw it, they very well can. Tannehill's been throwing very well since he came in, so they very well can. Offensive line's much improved, both run blocking, pass blocking, but the reason I like them here is, because they do a great job of not letting the opposing team get on their groove, get going. And sometimes it takes the Chiefs a little bit. It just takes one play for the Chiefs to score, and that's kind of the thing why I like the Chiefs. I did predict the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl before the season, so I'm happy with a Chiefs Super Bowl victory. The Titans are the underdog. I'd be happy with their, that Super Bowl victory. The NFC teams too, very deserving teams, of course, but. So I wouldn't be upset with a Chiefs win at all, really, because that was my preseason prediction. But I like the Titans, having that defense too, and this defense is good. I hyped this defense up going into the season. It was pretty good early. They had some injuries. They kind of gave up some yards, some points. They got healthy, and now they're really game planning for their life, really. That's the difference when you get to the playoffs. These coaches, there's things they try out, in the regular season. Now it's just game plan to win, win or go home. So I do like the Titans defense. I think they make, 28 points this is a high scoring game to me for this game, 34-28, because I think I know the clock will run with the Tennessee Titans and what their philosophy is. The clock will run. So this is high scoring here. I think the Chiefs, if they do start with the ball, it'd be ideal they start with the ball. I think they actually can score right off the bat. But then I think we'll have a period where the Titans make some stops and also run the clock, so we'll give the Chiefs limited chances. They're not going to make a whole bunch of stops against this Chiefs team. So I'm predicting overtime. I just got a feeling, the Titans don't kick field goals. The Chiefs prefer touchdowns over field goals. The Titans' new kicker since Suckup went in the IR. He hasn't kicked a field goal yet. He's only at extra points. So they don't want to kick field goals, and that's how I believe this game will be. So I'm thinking 28 all going into overtime, and Derrick Henry, why not? Runs a big one into the end zone, 34-28. Now, I guess if the Chiefs start with the ball in overtime, they can very well go score. I like the Titans' defense. It's very well coached, just like their offense, and there's some playmakers there. One turnover. There could be one turnover in this game, and that could decide the whole thing here. So I do like the Titans for matchup reasons. I like them because of Derrick Henry. I like them because Tannehill can throw. A.J. Brown is something else. They're going to get him going in this game. And I like their defense. I do like the Chiefs a lot, too. I mean, this is a great offense. Mahomes is the best player in football. The last time they played, he played about as good as he can play. and they still fell short, but he can definitely play that at that level again, actually. It could keep coming up. So we'll see. The Chiefs defense got a lot in their hands. I think they should stack the box early because the Titans are going to get going early. They're going to get on, getting Henry going, milking that clock. So, and they need to stack the box early. There's not much you can do. That's kind of my other thing with the Titans. It's, how do you game plan for this team? And how do you stop them? It's so tricky. It's a scary team right now. It'll be a good game, though. I am very surprised that the Chiefs are -7.5. That's a lot of points. It's going to be good. It's going to be a good game. Got to go with the Titans, though. I guess that's an upset then, looking at the +7.5. And I can't believe the line on the NFC Championship game, 7.5. I got a 1-point game here. Yes, a 1-point game. So I think both these games will be that tight. End of regulation, I got a tie and then a 1-point game here. Maybe the line's like that because how the game played out last time between these two teams. It was Week 12. It wasn't a playoff game. Yeah, it feels like a while ago. It's different now. It's a different game now. We're here in the NFC Championship game. And I'd say, there was some fluky things that happened in that game. I think the Niners are good at making plays. They're playmakers, so they weren't completely out there because the Niners have made those types of plays all year. But looking at the Packers, they let up a little more pressure than they usually do, even if they play other really good pass rushes. I expect the blocking to be a little better. Other thing to keep in mind, Brian Bulaga went down in the first quarter of that game, the right tackle. He'll be back this week as long as there's no illness. He was sick last week, but I think he'll be okay. Aaron Jones was only used on 51% of the snaps last time they played. I think Zadarius Smith's even better than he was at that point now. And the game got pretty much out of hand right away. There was a taunting call, pushed them back. That was kind of a fluky thing, and then it was a strip sack, which really isn't, again, that's something the Niners do, but that's something the Packers don't let happen. And that kind of decided the game there. So I think this is going to be a totally different game. I still like the Niners. I think looking at both these teams, I think both very well coached. I like the coaching in the Niners a little better, but both very, very well coached on both sides of the ball. I like the Niners system. I like their play calling. It's so unpredictable. The Packers, they're unpredictable early. They start to get predictable as the game goes on. It's LaFleur's script versus LaFleur's play calling. There's a huge difference there. He's a great coach. It's a great job in his first year. So looking at that part of the game, and then I keep mentioning it. I know the Packers, some of their team they were sick last week, but that defense really got exhausted down the stretch of that Seahawks game. And then if you're a defense that can get tired out, the Niners might be the last team you want to play. I think they use their whole committee of backs. I think they go Mostert a little more, and I think the Niners kind of keep this game close unless crazy things happen like last time early. If that doesn't happen, I think this game stays close. I think the Packers might be winning most of this game, actually. And then the Niners, it's because they're running the ball. They're exhausting the defense. And then I think they kind of put it away at the end. That's kind of my feeling. I'm getting pretty specific, so I guess there's a long shot to be that exactly. But that's how I feel about the game. I think a lot closer than last time. It might be the two best it's definitely the two best pass rushes left, that's for sure. Look at the duos. You got the Smith brothers, Preston and Zadarius Smith, versus Nick Bosa and Dee Ford, and they both can bring something from the interior as well. The Packers with Kenny Clark and Buckner and Armstead from the Niners. So whatever pass rush plays better, I guess you can say that could be the winner in this game. I think the Packers' obstacle would be Davante Adams. Keep on getting, or I should say other than Davante Adams, because Davante Adams is going to be good, but the Niners may put two guys on him. They may have not two guys in man, but they may have a safety over the top of the corner, or even a linebacker covering the flat. That's actually not a bad idea. And then having the safety over the top. So that could be a challenge and kind of getting other guys involved. I talked about in the the preview video, I want Sternberger a little more involved. I want Aaron Jones involved in the passing game. So if the Packers do all that right, they definitely can win. And then basically all those points that I explained about the Niners, how they will tire this defense out, and how I think they are a little more complete of a team at this moment. It's really the reasons I gotta go with the Niners. But I actually heard just recently that George Kittle has not practiced yet, so that's kind of a mystery injury all of a sudden. So if he's out, if George Kittle's out, that is a blow. That is a tough blow. So that can definitely shift some things in terms of who I don't want to say the favorite. I don't know if they go from plus 7.5 to being favored, the Packers, that is, but that could definitely switch the prediction for sure. So we'll see. I think another key for the Packers is, their secondary has to be playmakers. They're going to get their opportunities to get an interception, make a play. They got to make that play. It's the NFC champ. They got to make the play. So a lot of back and forth. The one little thing can change and decide who wins. I think more of a defensive game, a little more running the clock, and it should be a good one. I think both games will be real good. I'm really excited for these games. Can't wait to watch them. It's a shame there's only 2 games, and then after this there's only 1. We're going to miss football here, but of course we got free agency and NFL draft coverage, so football really never stops here. And then we'll be live tweeting during these games, of course, my thoughts. Always giving my thoughts. So hopefully you guys can follow us on Twitter, subscribe to both channels, join us for all that. A lot going on here at the Goat House. But that's going to do it for this one. Thank you for watching. Go ahead and check out those other videos that are already on the channel and much more to come. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.